Alrighty, guys, welcome to the debate table. Today we're talking about Brock Purdy, and my name is Zach Atwood, and I'm a journalism major at Saddleback College. So let's get into it.
I'm Aiden. I'm a business major at Saddleback.
Jesse. I look, you kind of forgot what my major is. Oh, bibliology, theology at Compass Bible Institute.
Alrighty, let's begin. So this debate's gonna be on Brock Purdy's contract. He was signed to $265 million over 5 years. I believe it was like May or something. He was signed. So here's the opposition. He's against the contract, and Jesse is for the contract. Let's hear the opposition side first.
Well, I'm not going to say that Brock Purdy's not good because he is. He's a good quarterback. He's better than half the NFC. He deserved the contract. I mean, he got him to the playoffs. He got him to the Super Bowl. I mean, it sounds like I'm in favor of him. That's how much I like the guy. But he was not worth $270 million. I don't even know how much that was guaranteed. The Niners won't be able to pay anyone else. How the hell do you expect to pay a guy like Brandon Ayuk or Nick Bosa in a few years? Like, I get they just paid him, but it's going to catch up to you. It caught up to the Rams. It catches up to you eventually. And what I think is going to happen here is you're going to have Brock Purdy with a team of a bunch of bums. Now, Ricky Pearsall, whatever his name is, I don't really care. He's going to be a dog. I agree with that no matter what. But the Niners, they paid him too much. He might go 3,500. He might go 4,200. But the team around him makes him better. He's like Jared Goff on the Rams. And not that Jared Goff's a bad quarterback, but he's only an MVP candidate because he's on the Lions. If he's on any other team, he'd be horrible. I mean, look how he was on the Rams when the Rams didn't give him a top 5 running back, a top 5 wide receiver room. You do the same thing to Brock Purdy. He's not bad QB, but he's in the middle half of the league. He's not. I wouldn't say he's elite, but he's serviceable and he'll get the job done. He's a guy that you need to pay, but you paid him too much. On the same note, the NFL set the standard way too high when they paid Trevor Lawrence. How much was it? 225?
More than
That's
that.
too damn much. He's never done anything. Now, I'm going to let Jesse talk, but I truly do believe in my dearest heart of hearts that the 49ers overpaid Brock Purdy.
Expert analysis by Aiden Puig. Let's hear Jesse's side.
I understand what you're saying. Like, yeah, maybe they paid him. I don't think they paid him over too much because
A lot of maybes.
he's like, you think about it. He took him to the Super Bowl and took him to the playoffs, right? He did better. I would say he did better than Jimmy G, bro. Because, bro, the performance he did in that Super Bowl proved that he was not going to be a franchise QB. What Brock Purdy did in the Super Bowl kind of proved that he was, you know? You think about it. And I see what you mean that they cut the extension for Debo and all that, but like Debo, he was slugging off at the end. But I can see what your point, bro. When I heard what you said.
Okay, so you made some points, valid or not. But what I will say is that, what's it called? What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the Pro Football Focus grade. Now, a lot of people don't look at it. A lot of people say Stafford's bad, and a lot of people say
Stafford, bro.
A lot of people will say that guys like Stafford are bad, Burrow doesn't make plays happen. But these guys are guys that, despite the stats, they make plays happen.
Franchise QBs, that's the thing, bro. That's what they want to make Purdy.
And I know they're franchise QBs, but Stafford's not a franchise QB for the Rams. He's a placeholder. Now, I'm not saying that Stafford at one point wasn't our starting QB, but he's in the bottom half. He's no longer a franchise QB. But what he is, he's our quarterback. And what Stafford does that Brock Purdy doesn't is when you need him most, he's going to make plays happen. Dog. He makes the players around him better. Does Purdy elevate his players?
Bro, he just started in the league, gang.
Burrow,
if you think about it, they're making him a franchise QB. That's why they're paying him more money.
But you have to define franchise QB then. You have to define franchise QB then. Do you define franchise QB? It is a younger player who's going to be at this team for 20 years. The Rams are going to get a franchise QB, but that's not Stafford right now. And we're not talking about Stafford. We're talking about Brock Purdy. I want to bring Stafford up to set an example.
Bring up Stafford.
I didn't bring Stafford up. You brought Stafford up. Okay, you can review the tape on that one too, folks. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Is that Stafford, he makes plays happen. He elevates his players. Puka Nacua probably wouldn't be a top 5 wide receiver on another team. Kyron helps Stafford a lot.
You're saying is that they have all they need is just all the Rams need is just a good quarterback, right?
No, what I'm saying is that when you pay a quarterback that much money, you need him to elevate the players around you. You got a guy like Joe Burrow, he elevates his players around him. You got a guy like Mahomes, he elevates the player around him. I don't know if Brock Purdy does that as much as the team around him elevates his play.
So that is a good point, but I do want to bring into consideration Ayuk was a second team All Pro in 2023 with Purdy. So I just want to hear your side on that, and then your side.
Imagine, think about the Garoppolo and Ayuk, bro. There was no connection between there, bro. No connection at all.
You bring a valid point. Garoppolo's a worse quarterback than Purdy. I'm not going to say that's wrong. What I will say is that Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Christian McCaffrey elevate that level of play. Now, they elevated Garoppolo's too. Garoppolo, I don't think Garoppolo's that bad. I saw him play on the Rams as the Seahawks starting defense, which I think is a top 10 defense in the NFL.
He can't handle the pressure. That's the thing.
No, he can't. Brock Purdy can handle it a lot better than he ever has.
Yeah.
I'll give Brock Purdy that. But I don't know if Brock Purdy's necessarily elevating the players around him as the players around him are elevating him.
I see what you mean, but like, think about it. Guess who stayed? Juwan Jennings, Kittle, Juszczyk, and Trent. A lot of the players still stayed, and they were okay with the pay cut because they're having a franchise QB being added to the roster.
I believe he's a franchise QB. I don't believe he's a $270 million franchise QB.
That's why they're paying him like this, because it's only so what they did was 181 up front, and they're doing 100 million fully guaranteed for signing, and then after that he's going to get 81 after the game, and then after that every year he's going to be paid 55 or 52 million. So that meaning it's a contract. So if he doesn't perform what he is, they're not going to give him the full money, obviously. But they secured him in the contract, so he's not a free agent.
Now
so they can still decide for trading if he does underperform. But if they paid him this much, they invested in him, bro. They invested in him. They're investing in him, bro.
They're not trading Brock Purdy.
Exactly. That's the point.
But here's my point: is Brock Purdy better than Joe Burrow?
What?
Is he better than Lamar Jackson? Is he better than some of these guys who are getting paid less or about the same as him? I don't think he is. Now, I might be wrong. 5 years from now, Brock Purdy might win a Super Bowl and look like Joe Montana for all I know. I don't think that's going to happen, though. What I think you're going to see is Brock Purdy struggle this year when he has Juwan Jennings. Is Juwan Jennings even playing week 1? I don't know.
Yeah, he is.
He is? It's Ricky Pearsall.
Joe Burrow got $275 million over a 5-year contract.
Who, Joe Burrow? And Purdy made $270? $265. So is Burrow $5 million better?
That was in 2023.
Brock Purdy.
That's when he was starting QB. That's when he started. So they made him a franchise QB over the years. Now that's why he's been staying here that long, dog.
What do you mean? That's why he would still be on contract.
Yeah,
they paid him early.
Exactly. But if they wanted to, they could have traded him. But he's a fucking good. He's a good quarterback.
Wouldn't they just let him become a free agent and then draft a new quarterback in the 7th round? Probably. I mean, you could sign Jimmy Garoppolo and you'd still go 12-5, 12-4. I mean, they did it within.
Get better defense.
They did it. This Niners team's better than that Niners team was. Well, maybe not the receiving core, but the running back room is. Like that 2019 team was a solid team. The defense was great, and that was a young Nick Bosa. Was Fred Warner on that team?
Yeah.
Yeah, young Fred Warner was a young team of rookies. They've only gotten better since then. I'd say maybe the receiving room's gotten slightly worse, but even then it was Emmanuel Sanders and rookie Deebo Samuel. That was the lineup of receiver.
Yeah.
And then you had Raheem Mostert. Who was the other one? CJ something?
There was CJ. I forgot who that was.
Matt Breida and Raheem Mostert. They had a running back room in general. There was a room there. The team was good, and this team's gotten better. They got Christian McCaffrey, Brian Robinson Jr. The receiving room is the only thing I say that's slightly gotten worse, and even then, it's not that much worse than what it was. I think Ricky Pearsall's about to have insane numbers this year.
He's already showing it.
But Brock Purdy's not $270 million quarterback.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching this debate. This was really fun to do. And have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.